Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Tom Lang Park for this evening's WCBL contest between the Weyburn Beavers and the visiting Saskatoon Berries. A big night here at Tom Lang Park. A special guest is Jamie Campbell, with a few days off for the MLB All-Star break. Makes a tour through Saskatchewan. He's here tonight. He's going to be up in Saskatoon on Saturday for the Berries game there, continuing what he started last year with his visit through Alberta. So welcome to Jamie Campbell here tonight. And also, big news for the Beavers today. Welcome to last year's MVP of the team, Ryan Muselar. He'll make his 2025 Beaver debut tonight, returning from the Badlands Big Sticks of the Northwoods League. So welcome, Moose. And take a look at the standings here. In the East Division, the Saskatoon Berries lead the way with a 27-5 record, followed by the Medicine Hat Mavericks, who just took a pair from the Beavers the last two nights, and they're at 23-12. The Regina Red Sox heating up a little bit. They're on a 3-game win streak. They sit at 18-15 in third place. The Moose Jaw Miller Express at 14-20 occupy fourth place. The Beavers 8-24 in fifth, and Swift Current 57s, 7 wins and 26 losses in sixth place. In the West Division, the Okotoks Dogs 24-11 lead the way, followed by the Lethbridge Bulls at 21-11. Bulls on a 4-game win streak. Sylvan Lake Gulls at 21-13 are in third, followed by the Energy City Cactus Rats at 14 wins and 21 losses. The Fort McMurray Giants are in fifth at 12-19, and the Brooks Bombers round out the West Division standings in sixth spot with a 10-22 record on the season. The umpires for tonight's game: behind home plate, the veteran Elmer Jerkovitz. At first base will be Mike Richards, and at third base will be the newcomer Barrett Fleck. Starting lineup for the Saskatoon Berries this evening. Leading things off, the Carnduff product Carter Beck. He'll play center field wearing number 20. Ethan Menard is at first base tonight, and he'll wear number 33 and bat second. Abiam Medina is at second base, and he'll bat third. The catcher is Balin Sorensen, number 8, and he'll be in the cleanup spot. Number 11, Nathan Houston, the shortstop, bats fifth. In the sixth spot, Ethan Murdoch, the right fielder, wearing number 34. Corey Waters is the DH tonight, wearing number 29, and Mason Roll, batting eighth, is at third base, wearing 24. Jalen Freeman rounds it out, batting ninth, and playing left field, number 1. We'll pause for the anthem. Welcome back to Tom Lang Park, and we'll take a run through the starting lineup for the Weyburn Beavers. Alex Alva leads things off, and he will be at second base this evening. And Moose Ryan Muselar in left field in his season debut for the Beavers. In the 3 spot, number 15, Ryan Dauphiny, and he'll be in right field tonight. Ian Heck is at first base, wearing number 12 and batting cleanup. Noah Brooks is in the 5 spot. He'll be the center fielder tonight, number 23. Trevor Dale is at third base wearing number 6, and he'll bat 6th. Zach Tanabe at shortstop wearing number 9 and batting 7th. Tyron Dorrance makes his return to the starting lineup tonight, recovering from a broken thumb. Tyron, number 33, is the designated hitter tonight. And rounding out the order, the catcher, Rob Gurney, number 10, batting 9th. The starting pitcher for the Beavers tonight is Owen McConnell. Owen, 5'9", 180-pound right-hander out of Vancouver, British Columbia. He's a sophomore at the University of British Columbia and plays NAIA baseball. And so far on the year for Owen, this will be his 7th game and his 6th start. In the previous 6 games, 27 innings pitched. He's allowed 45 hits, 24 runs, only 20 earned. 27 strikeouts to go along with 6 base on balls, a 1-win, 2-loss record, and a 6.66 earned run average. The Beavers looking for a big start out of Owen here tonight, as they'll face a really dangerous lineup here for the Berries. And leading things off, be Carter Beck. First pitch from Owen McConnell, ball 1. Foul out of play by Carter Beck. Beck on the year, a .323 batting average, 31 for 96. He has 6 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, and 19 runs batted in. Good location there by Owen McConnell, away from Beck, and he takes that for strike 2. And that's hit in the air the other way and deep. And Muselar watches it go, and the wind takes that one out of here. A wind-aided leadoff home run.
So that way we forget that there was a leadoff home run. It's going to be beer batter pricing all night anyway. Now batting first base, number 33, Ethan Menard.
Ethan Menard will be the hitter. Berries with an early lead. A little bit of a rain shower in the area. Starting to rain a little harder. I can hear it on the tin on the press box. Menard takes low. That'll make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Ethan Menard on the year, batting .432. 38 for 88 on the year. Just misses inside from Owen McConnell. 2 balls and a strike. Menard, 7 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, and 25 runs batted in. Fastball, just low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Abiam Medina on deck. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Owen McConnell, battling back. And that's hit the other way, right at Ryan Dauphiny, and he'll make the catch, 1 out. And that'll bring Abiam Medina to the plate, the second baseman. Medina on the year, a 365 average, 35 hits in 96 at-bats, a couple of homers and 23 runs batted in for Abby and Medina. And that's hit in the air to center. Noah Brooks on the run, and it's off his glove. And that's scored a hit, so that'll be a double for Medina. Noah Brooks limping a little bit out there. Cam Williams checking in. Yeah, he definitely slipped out there, favoring a leg. And a runner in scoring position for Balin Sorensen. Swing and a miss at a curveball. 0-1 the count. Rain coming in harder now. Breaking ball stays high. 1-1. Swing and a miss at another curveball. And Owen McConnell getting the curveball into the zone. And he's ahead, 1-2. Sorensen on the year, 283, 30 for 106. And he hits that hard, and it's fair. That's going to bring Abby and Medina around to score an extra bases for Sorensen. Back-to-back doubles. And that'll bring Nathan Houston to the plate. The 5-hitter. Fastball taken for strike one. 0-1. Houston on the year, 41 for 120. A 342 average, 3 doubles, a triple, a homer, and leads the Berries with 27 runs batted in. And looking to add to his count here. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Houston over the top of that. 1-2. The former Moose Jaw Miller Express. Nathan Houston. Good location. Good fastball, Owen McConnell. He rings him up. That'll be the second out of the inning and the first strikeout for Owen McConnell. And Ethan Murdoch will be the hitter. The former Swift Current 57, hitting 280, 30 for 107. 6 doubles, 3 homers, and 22 runs batted in for Ethan Murdoch. Takes ball 1. Hey, spotter, how long is it supposed to rain? Slider called strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Berries have a couple on the board. And a fastball drilled into left field. Muselar picks it up. Here comes the throw, cut by Trevor Dale. RBI single for Ethan Murdoch. It's 3-0. And Corey Waters will be the hitter. 4 hits in the inning. Curveball hit in the air to deep center field. Noah Brooks back to the wall, and goodbye. Two-run home run for Corey Waters. Five nothing Berries lead.
Now to the plate, third baseman, number 24, Mason Ruel.
Mason Royal will be the hitter with the bases empty. Oh, and McConnell trying to clean some mud off his cleats. Roel, a .319 average, 29 hits in 91 trips, 7 doubles, a triple, 14 runs batted in. Fastball low, ball 1. Hit foul on the ground to Ian Heck. 1-1. I got 1-1. That's 1-2. Rob Gurney. Needs a moment. It's a foul ball into his chest protector. Elmer Jerkovich looking a little wet out there. Our home plate umpire. High. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled out of play. The count will remain 2-2. Jalen Freeman on deck for the Berries. Strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the inning for Owen McConnell. But the damage is done. 5 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. So after a half inning of play, the Saskatoon Berries 5 and the Weyburn Beavers coming to bat. And we'll have it for you when we return here on Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball, live on FloCollege.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all things Beavers.
No, we'll probably do some 60s early until we get 7 in. Until we have 7 minutes in, and then just 30s after that. Starting pitcher for the Saskatoon Berries tonight is Merrick Yager. 4 Yager on the year. This is start number 7 for him. In the previous 6, 29 and a third innings, 36 hits, 23 runs, 19 earned, has 27 strikeouts to lead the team, and only 2 bases on balls, a 3-win, 1-loss record, and a 5.83 earned run average. And he will face Alex Alva, Ryan Muselar, and Ryan Dauphiny, the top third of the order for the Weyburn Beavers. And we'll set the defense for the Berries. In the outfield, Jalen Freeman is in left field. Carter Beck is the center fielder, and Ethan Murdoch in right. Across the infield, Mason Roel is at third base. Nathan Houston is the shortstop. Abiam Medina, the second baseman. And at first base tonight, Ethan Menard. The catcher is Balin Sorensen. The designated hitter is Corey Waters. And Merrick Yager, the starting pitcher. And Alex Alva will lead things off for the Beavers here, looking to respond to the early Saskatoon Berries lead. Alex Alva, 278 average, 32 hits and 115 trips. Tied for the team lead with Ryan Dauphiny with 11 doubles. He has 1 home run and 21 runs batted in. Alex, the prototypical leadoff hitter, good speed. Takes the first offering from Merrick Yager outside for ball 1. Low, 2-0. And Ryan Muselar on deck for the Beavers. And that's hit in the air to right field. Abby and Medina back. Called off by Ethan Murdoch, and he'll make the catch one away.
Now batting the left fielder, number 28, Ryan Muselar.
And welcome back, Moose. Wearing number 28. Muselar hit .309 for the Badlands Big Sticks in the Northwoods League. And that's hit on the ground to short. Picked up by Houston. Over to first, high throw. And Muselar is safe. E6. A wet ball. Haven't seen it flashed on the board yet. But that's got to be an error. So Ryan Dauphiny will be the hitter. Ryan Muselar 0 for 1, but reaches base on the error by Nathan Houston. Popped up, foul, and out of play. Owen won the count. Ryan Dauphiny approaching some milestones. He sits at 198 career hits. Of course, the career leader in hits for the Beavers. 2 more to hit the 200 plateau. Inside. Tried the breaking ball and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ian Heck on deck for the Beavers. The clouds breaking up a little bit here and there. So check swing foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out here in the bottom of the first inning. Barry scored 5 in the top half. And that's drilled. That's hit number 199, and it's going to go for extra bases. Muselar is held at third. Stand-up double, Ryan Dauphiny. Hit number 199 for Doff. And Ian Heck will be the hitter. Ian on the year, leading the Beavers with a .338 average, 45 for 133, 6 doubles, 4 homers, 31 runs batted in. Chance to take the team lead here. And he loops that. That's going to score Muselar. It won't score Dauphiny. But now RBI number 32 for Ian Heck. He's tied for the team lead with Ryan Dauphiny. An RBI single for Heck. And Noah Brooks comes to the plate after back-to-back hits by the 3 and 4 hitter. Noah on the year hitting .314. Takes a fastball right at the knees for strike 1. 37 hits and 118 trips, 8 doubles, 3 homers, 21 runs batted in for number 23. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah also leads the team in hit by pitches. He's been hit 12 times. Pickoff move. Ian Heck is back. Ian does not have a stolen base on the year. Trevor Dale on deck for the Beavers. Brooks checks his swing, did not go. Two balls and a strike. Brooksy has been putting together a lot of really good at-bats. 3 balls and a strike. In addition to the hit by pitch, Noah Brooks has 24 bases on balls on the year and leads the team by a wide margin in that department. Fouls that back to the screen, and it's full count. So I don't print off OBP, but I can look it up for you, and it's pretty darn good. Hitting .314, the OBP's over 400 for sure. Ryan Dauphiny, the runner at third base, Ian Heck at first. And then there's another base hit and an RBI for Noah Brooks. So the Beavers answer with a couple of their own, and there is only 1 out. As Muselar and Ryan Dauphiny both come around to score. And a mound visit from head coach Joe Carnahan. I don't think it's raining now. You should deal with it like Owen dealt with it. You should have to deal with it like Owen had to deal with it. Shouldn't have to go dry it out there for him. Just stay out there like Owen did. Well, we're going to take about a 2-minute break here while the Beavers ground crew / pitching staff do some work on the mound. So we'll be right back here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed the Weyburn young fellows have guaranteed the total pot for tonight's 50-50 up to $2,500. Once again, total pot guaranteed at $2,500.
Well, it looks like the mound is to the satisfaction of the Saskatoon Berries. So 2 aboard with 1 out for Trevor Dale. Ian Heck is the runner on second base. Noah Brooks at first. Trevor Dale batting .322, 37 for 115, 4 doubles, a triple, and leads the team with 7 home runs. Pops that up, foul, and over the screen. 0-1 the count. Trevor, 20 RBIs on the year as well. Zach Tanabe on deck. Fouls that back. 0-2. In the dirt, Merrick Yeager tries to get him to chase unsuccessfully. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Head coach Cam Williams, the third base coach. Luke Senft over at first base, as usual. Check swing did not go. Ball off the plate outside. Ball 2. Good hold there by Trevor Dale. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And a breaking ball. Trevor Dale swings over top of that. Second out of the inning. First strikeout for Merrick Yeager. And Zach Tanabe will be the hitter. Zach not in the lineup yesterday. A little bit of a hamstring tweak. Back in the lineup tonight. Zach hitting .224. 22 for 98. 3 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 9 runs batted in. And that's hit in the air, in behind the pitcher's mound, and Nathan Houston has that. And that'll retire the side. The Beavers do get a pair of runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. And 2 runners left on base. So after one complete, the Saskatoon Berries 5, the Weyburn Beavers 2, and we'll be back with the second inning here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege. Rob Gurney down to second base, and we're ready to get underway. And Jalen Freeman will lead things off for the Berries here in the top half of the second inning. We'll set the Beavers defense for you. Ryan Muselaar is in left field, Noah Brooks in center, and Ryan Dauphiny in right field. Across the infield, Trevor Dale at third base, Zach Tanabe at short, Alex Alva at second, Ian Heck at first. Ball one to Jalen Freeman. Rob Gurney is the catcher. The designated hitter is Tyron Dorrance, and the starting pitcher, Owen McConnell. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by Alex Alva over to first wide. A good cover by Rob Gurney, but the throw goes into the chairs on the outside of the Beaver dugout, which counts as the dugout. So they score that a single, and there will also be a throwing error. So Freeman advances on the E4. I don't know that I would have called it a single. Breaking ball catches the outside edge. And a 0-1 count to Carter Beck. Fastball in the inside corner. And Owen McConnell ahead 0-2. Beck a solo home run, wind aided, to lead off the game. He's 1 for 1. Ethan Menard on deck. Fastball gets away. Gurney throw down. It's in time. They got him. Caught stealing. Two to 5 on the putout for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty now, and only one out. Never be the first or third out at third base is what they always told me. Fouled out of play. The pitch was a ball. It was in the dirt. Nice play by Rob Gurney to field it clean and make a good throw. Well, not super cleanly, but the pitch was in the dirt, but he did what he had to do. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. And that's drilled past Ian Heck into the corner. Fielded there by Dauphiny, and he'll get it in quickly and hold Carter Beck to a single. And Ethan Menard comes to the plate. Menard flew out to Ryan Dauphiny in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss at a curveball. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss at another curveball. And McConnell ahead 0-2. Ethan Menard from Opelousas, Louisiana, 6'1", 225-pound senior at the University of Texas Tyler in Tyler, Texas. Pickoff move. Beck is back. Swing and a miss. 3 straight curveballs. Third strikeout for Owen McConnell. And 2 outs for Abiam Medina. Medina doubled and scored in the first, 1 for 1. Pickoff moving, he was leaning. Well-timed move there by Owen McConnell. As Carter Beck didn't have a big lead yet. He was just starting to take another step, but got back. That's fouled out of play. So 0-1 the count to Abiam Medina. Medina from Ponce, Puerto Rico, 5'9", 173-pound senior at Texas A&M International in Laredo, Texas. Another pickoff move, and Beck is back. The Texas A&M International Dust Devils. And that's hit on the ground, base hit. Third single of the inning for the Berries. And Balin Sorensen will be the hitter. Sorensen an RBI double in his first at-bat. All 5 were earned in the first inning. Swing and a miss at a curveball. 0-1 the count. Balin Sorensen from Monroe, Louisiana, 6'2", 220-pound senior at Southern Louisiana University. And that's hit on the ground. Trevor Dale picks it up over to Alva at second. And that'll retire the side on the fielder's choice. 5-4 for the third out. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. And one of them in scoring position for the Berries. After 1.5, the Saskatoon Berries 5, the Weyburn Beavers 2, and the bottom half of the second. We'll have it for you when we return here on Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
His number or your number? I'll use his number. I got that memorized. Even Jamie Campbell threw some money down. Like he did at the sports dinner, too.
Leading things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the bottom of the second inning will be designated hitter Tyron Dorrance. He'll be followed by Rob Gurney, and then the top of the order, Alex Alba. So for Tyron on the year in limited duty due to that broken thumb. He is 5 for 12 for a 417 average, has a double and a couple of RBIs. So Tyron will be really happy to be back in the lineup. It was really difficult for him to swing a bat, undoubtedly. Had a pinch hit double for the Beavers in Medicine Hat. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Outside, 1-1. Tyron, one of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever meet, that's for sure. Breaking ball catches the outside edge. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Outside, tried the same thing and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No movement in either bullpen presently. And that breaking ball misses outside. And that's a full count. Generally good at bats for Tyron. And he drills that into right field, a base hit. Bobbled there by Murdoch. But Tyron holds. Leadoff man aboard for Rob Gurney. Rob with some cage work in Medicine Hat, working on the swing, had real good BP there. We'll see if that translates into tonight's game here for Rob. And he hits that in the air and deep, and that is going to be out of here! Home run! Rob Gurney! He absolutely destroyed it, an no-doubter! Tyron Dorrance scores. The first pitch by Rob Gurney deposited over the wall. And the Beavers right back in this thing. It's 5-4. Touch 'em all, Rob Gurney! And the good BP did carry over to the game. In the dirt, ball 1. Alex Alba at the plate. Alex flew out to right fielder Ethan Murdoch to lead off the Beaver bottom of the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Alex from Littleton, Colorado, a senior at the University of Jamestown in Jamestown, North Dakota. Fouls that over to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alex, college teammates with Ryan Muselar, Joe Hart, and Connor Nip. All those guys with the University of Jamestown this year. Moose moving on to Ball State University. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ryan Museler on deck. That's popped up into foul territory. Over there is Mason Roll, and he'll make the catch. Alex Alva fouls out to the third baseman for the first out of the second inning, and Ryan Muselar will be the hitter. So Ryan Muselar reached on an error and came around to score in the first inning. And that's hit on the ground to third, picked up by Roll. And in time, 5-3 on the putout. Moose 0 for 2 so far in his Beaver debut and here in 2025. A homecoming. And Ryan Dauphiny will be the hitter. Doff singled and scored on the RBI single by Noah Brooks. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Doff from Surrey, BC, and he hits that deep, and the wind's going to take that out of here. Over top of the wall, Jalen Freeman. Good concentration there. Needed a gust from the gods. And a long fly out there from Ryan Dauphiny. The Beavers do get a pair of runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. And after 2 complete, the Saskatoon Berries 5, the Weyburn Beavers 4. And we will have the third inning for you when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
If you have a phrase kind of go off playback bingo, bring your program to the announcer's booth for verification. Third inning of tonight's game is brought to you by Dairy Queen.
And Rob Gurney throws down, and we're ready to get back underway here. And leading things off for the Saskatoon Berries in the top of the third inning will be shortstop Nathan Houston. He'll be followed by Ethan Murdoch and Corey Waters, the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the Saskatoon order. And Owen McConnell, although he gave up 3 hits in the last inning, a cleaner inning in that no runs allowed, a swing and a miss at a curveball. And in the second inning, Owen seemed to find that curveball and get it in the zone, and guys swinging over it. As Houston fouls that away, and Owen ahead, 0-2. And it looked like a slider, and Houston goes the other way with it. Base hit. Leadoff single. And Ethan Murdoch will come to the plate. Murdoch an RBI single in his first at-bat. Breaking ball is low, ball one. So Owen got the breaking ball to Houston out a little over the plate. Houston able to hit it the other way. Fouled over the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Jamie Campbell visiting with some of the Weyburn faithful over here. The host of Blue Jays Central on Rogers Sportsnet. A good friend of the Western Canadian Baseball League. He's here with his son Jack. 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Ethan Murdoch after a pickoff move. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Owen McConnell looking for a ground ball here. Pitch down in the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Swift Current product, Ethan Murdoch. Fouled back to the screen. The count will remain 2-2. Murdoch, 6'2", 205 senior at Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. Member of the Thunder and Herd. Another pickoff move. Houston is back. Corey Waters on deck. Breaking ball low. Full count. Pitch number 7 of the at-bat. First full count since the second batter of the game. A swing and a miss at a curveball. Good location there, Owen McConnell. Fourth strikeout of the night for Owen McConnell. Owen climbing a lot of career categories. Third-year Beaver. Strikeouts, appearances, innings. And another good curveball. Right at the knees of Corey Waters for strike 1. 2-run home run for Corey Waters in his first at-bat. Throw back behind. Houston by Rob Gurney. Houston is back. 1 ball and 1 strike count. Corey Waters from Saskatoon. Attends Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And he fouls it off to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the third. Berries lead 5-4. Pickoff move. Mason Roel on deck for the Berries. Runner goes, and that's hit in the air to deep center field. Back goes Noah Brooks on the track, and he'll make the catch. 2 away. Looked like that had a chance right off the bat, right to the deepest part of the ballpark. That's also 330. Both lines are 330, 400 to straightaway center. And Mason Roel takes strike 1. 2 away here in the road half of the 3rd inning. Nathan Houston is the runner at first base. He was on the move on that long fly ball. Contact play. Another pickoff move from Owen McConnell. Trying to keep Nathan Houston close. At the knees. 0-2 the count. Mason Roel from West Bend, Wisconsin, 6'2", 210-pound freshman at Indiana State University in Terre Haute, Indiana. Runner goes, fouled back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Jalen Freeman in the on-deck circle, who just took away a home run. Off of the bat of Ryan Dauphiny. Reach over top of the wall. And what a way that would have been to have hit number 200. One ball and 2 strikes to Mason Roel. Oh, just low. Thought the breaking ball was going to catch there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Barry's lead by 1. Bluffs fouled the other way and out of play onto the horse track. In the dirt, wild pitch will advance Houston. So runner in scoring position now for Mason Roel. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Rain has stopped for now. Fouled over the screen and out towards the highway. Good at bat. And still a 2-2 count. As we head to pitch number 9 of the at bat. So a couple of longer ones. A 7-pitch at bat for Ethan Murdoch and now 9 for Mason Roel. And that gets by Rob Gurney, and over to 3rd base goes Nathan Houston. The pitch was wide and under the glove. That is scored a pass ball, a rare pass ball. Fouled off the leg of Roel at the plate. Some light rain again. I'm advised by my spotter we do have some light rain once again, and that's fouled off of the leg of Roel again. And still full count. I'm running out of boxes for those foul balls. Five of them in the at-bat. So this is pitch number 11. And late time granted, and Owen McConnell did the right thing and threw the pitch. That was way too late, Elmer. Come on. In the dirt. Gurney can't find it. It's ball 4. That's a wild pitch. They'll score a run. And a mound visit from Cam Williams. First walk of the game. For either side. Owen McConnell already at 70 pitches here, and we're in the 3rd inning. As I know, Cam Williams will be hoping to get 5 out of Owen, but and Jalen Freeman will come to the plate. An 11-pitch walk drawn by Mason Rowe. Breaking ball taken by Freeman for strike 1. Freeman had an infield single in the 2nd, went to advance to 2nd on a throwing error, and was caught stealing by Rob Gurney at 3rd base. And he hits that on a line right to Noah Brooks in center field, and that'll retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no Weyburn errors and 1 runner left on base. So after 2.5, the Saskatoon Berries 6, the Weyburn Beavers 4. And we'll be right back with the bottom of the 3rd here on Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball, live on FloCollege. Ian Heck will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers in the home half of the 3rd inning. Noah Brooks and Trevor Dale also due up. Let's call this the power 3rd of the order, the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Actually, right from 2 through 6. Pretty good power in the Beaver lineup when you count Ryan Muselar and Ryan Dauphiny in there. First pitch. Slower breaking ball that Ian Heck was all over and way out in front of. A foul ball for an 0-1 count. And lined to Abby and Medina. Solid contact from Ian Heck. And L4 for the first out. And Noah Brooks comes to the plate. Noah with an RBI single in his first at-bat back in the first inning. 1 for 1. Takes ball 1. Noah from Langley, BC, 6 foot, 205-pound junior from the University of Pikeville in Pikeville, Kentucky. 2 balls and no strikes. Inside, 3 balls and no strikes. Taking all the way. Three and 1. And it hits him. It's one way to help your whip. 13th hit by pitch for Noah Brooks on the season. And the first hit batsman of the ball game. And a runner aboard for Trevor Dale. Beavers home run leader with 7. Trevor struck out swinging his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. And pops up a fastball behind the mound. In comes Abia Medina and a basket catch for the second out of the inning. And Zach Tanabe will be the hitter. Zach flew out to the shortstop Nathan Houston in his first at-bat. That ended the bottom of the first inning, 0 for 1. And that's hit on the ground to Houston. He slips and bobbles it and has no play. That's going to be an E6. That's a hit. Okay. I'm a little surprised that that's a hit. But good for Zach. Potentially not so good for Merrick Yeager's earned run average. And Tyron Dorrance will be the hitter. Tyron singled and scored on the Rob Gurney home run. Hits that the other way, and it's going to hang up there for Jalen Freeman, 3 away. The Beavers do not score. They do record a hit. There were no Saskatoon errors, apparently, and 1 runner left on base. So after 3 complete, the Saskatoon Berries 6, the Weyburn Beavers 4, and we'll be back with the 4th inning here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege right after this. we're back. Owen McConnell back on the hill for the Beavers. Top of the fourth inning. Saskatoon 6, Weyburn 4. We'll reset the Beaver defense for you. In left field, Ryan Muselar. In center, Noah Brooks. In right field, Ryan Dauphin. At third base, Trevor Dale. At short, Zach Tanabe. Second base, Alex Alva. At first base, Ian Heck. Behind the plate, Rob Gurney and Owen McConnell on the mound. Top of the order, due up for the Saskatoon Berries and Carter Beck, Ethan Menard, and Abiam Medina. Fouled straight back. Strike one. Carter Beck 2 for 2 so far tonight. A solo home run. Ethan Menard on deck. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider catches the outside corner. Good location there from Owen McConnell. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss and a fastball off the plate outside. That doesn't happen very often. 1 away. Fifth strikeout for Owen McConnell. If Owen can get out of this one quick, he'll be able to roll him out there for the 5th inning again. And that's looped the other way and foul. But a foot wide of that right field foul line. Soft slicing liner from Ethan Menard. Menard 0 for 2 so far. Takes a fastball at the knees for strike 2, 0-2. And that's hit up the middle, base hit. First hit of the night for Ethan Menard. And a runner aboard with 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning for Abiam Medina. Medina 2 for 2 with a run scored. Doubled in the first, singled in the second. As Owen McConnell cleans a little debris from the bottom of his shoes. And Owen's ready to get back at it. Medina, good speed. It'd be a tough guy to try and double up. Owen McConnell looking for the 2 ball right now. And a curveball looped into left field for a base hit. Back-to-back singles. And 2 runners aboard for Balin Sorensen. Sorensen an RBI double in the first inning. That scored Abiam Medina. And he had a fielder's choice to end the second inning. So 1 for 2 for Balin Sorensen. Fastball must have been wide. Looks like it was in a pretty good location. Ball 1. $11 hits already for the Berries in the game. And that looked like it was in the exact same spot, but that one is indeed a strike. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Saskatoon catcher, Balin Sorensen. And that's hit on the ground to Tanabe, a high hop, and no play. So the hop handcuffed him. Interesting to see what the official scorer calls this one as Cam Williams comes out for another visit. Jamin Smith warming in the pen, and E6. So now I don't understand how that's an error and the Nathan Houston play is not an error. I really don't understand. So second error of the ball game for the Beavers. And I would tend to agree if the Houston one was scored an error as well, but it was not. A 1-out, bases loaded for Houston, who singled and scored in his last at-bat. Scored on some control problems, a wild pitch, a pass ball that could have been a wild pitch, and another wild pitch brought him around for the 6th run. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. To the Melville product, Nathan Houston, 6 foot 165 sophomore at Louisiana Tech University in Ruston, Louisiana. Good location on that fastball, on the outside edge and at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Ethan Murdoch on deck for the Berries. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. High heater that Nathan Houston couldn't leave alone. Bases loaded, 2 out for Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch, a dangerous hitter. RBI single in the first and struck out in the third, 1 for 2. Curveball. Fouled off by Ethan Murdoch. 0-1 the count. Ethan Menard is the runner at third base. Abiam Medina at second and Balin Sorensen at first. Another curveball, and that's hit in the air to center field. Well, Zach Tanabe on the grass at short. Fooled me a little bit. And that will be it for the top of the 4th inning. And a good pitching performance there by Owen McConnell to get out of a jam. The Berries do not score, 2 hits. There was 1 Weyburn error and 3 runners left on base, 2 of them obviously in scoring position. After 3.5, the Saskatoon Berries 6, the Weyburn Beavers 4. And the bottom of the 4th will be up for you when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball Live on FloCollege. Rob Gurney will lead things off for the Weyburn Beavers here in the bottom of the fourth inning at Tom Lang Park.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Rob Gurney.
Rob Gurney, in his last at bat, a 2-run home run over the AM 1190 sign out in center field. Ball traveled well over 400 feet. Reminiscent of one he hit in Regina last year that he hit about 430 feet out of Curry Field. Curveball was up, somehow is a strike. In the dirt, 1-1. I even wrote it down as a ball on my score sheet. Man. When your subconscious mind knows, it just knows. And that's hit in the air behind the pitcher's mound. And over comes Ethan Menard, and he'll make the play one away. And the top of the order with Alex Alva. As there is some movement now in the Saskatoon pen. Warming there, number 37, Dallin Rude. He just happened to turn right at the right moment for me. Ryan Muselar on deck. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Nothing and 1 the count. And that's hit in the air to center. It looked like Carter Beck was battling with the lights there a little bit at the start, but he tracks it down and makes a catch. 2 away for Ryan Muselar. Moose 0 for 2 on the night. Reached on an error and scored on an Ian Hex single back in the first inning. Low ball 1. And grounded out to third in his second at bat. That's hit the other way and foul out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ryan making the drive up today. Hits that on the ground foul down the third baseline. So foul ball down each line. And the count is 1-2 with Brian Dauphiny in the on-deck circle. And that's hit in the air to the left center gap. Over comes Jalen Freeman, and he'll make the catch. And that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Merrick Yager. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 4 complete, the Saskatoon Berries 6, the Weyburn Beavers 4. And we'll have the 5th inning for you when we return here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball live on FloCollege.
12, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, and 26. If you have a Prairie Sky Co-op playback bingo, bring your program to the announcer's booth for verification. 5th inning of tonight's game brought to you by Vertex Resource Group. And again, a big thank you to tonight's game sponsor, Weyburn Credit Union, joined by Weyburn Tourism and Prairie Sky Co-op. As well, our guests on the Penta Completions VIP pen deck is Weyburn Credit Union.
recap the line score of tonight's game through 4 innings of play here at Tom Lang Park. The Saskatoon Berries, 6 runs on 11 hits. They have committed 2 errors. The Berries have left 6 runners on base, 3 of them in scoring position. So they've had their chances to bust this thing wide open. For the Weyburn Beavers, 4 runs on 5 hits. Also 2 errors on defense. The Beavers have left 4 on base, 2 of those in scoring position. For Merrick Yeager, through 4 innings of work, he's thrown 57 pitches. Pretty efficient night, 37 of them for strikes. And we'll get you Owen McConnell's count here shortly as soon as point streak refreshes. Over 70 for sure. And Jamin Smith will be first out of the pen for the Beavers tonight. Fly ball to right field. Ryan Dauphiny back, makes the catch. They had a little trouble. I could hear the help from Noah Brooks as the wind wreaking a little bit of havoc with some balls here tonight, and an awkward time of the night for the Lights, actually. So 1 pitch and 1 out. That is helpful for Owen McConnell. Owen, that was pitch number 91, 67 of them for strikes. As Mason Roel takes strike 1 and then fouls that back to the screen. 0-2. The count. Fastball just off the plate outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good idea there from Owen McConnell. Check swing by Roel, didn't go. 2-2. Tap foul. And the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And another rain shower beginning. Coming down reasonably well. Low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Strike 3 call. The fastball right at the knees. Great pitch, Owen McConnell. For Owen, strikeout number 7 on the night. And 2 out for Jalen Freeman. First pitch from Owen McConnell is on the outside edge, taken for strike 1. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Curveball there that Jalen Freeman was over top of. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's hit on the ground through the hole between third and short. Base hit. Second hit of the night for Jalen Freeman. That'll bring Carter Beck to the plate with 1 aboard and 2 out. Starting to get a little wet out there. Owens had to throw through the worst of the rain. Breaking ball misses outside, ball one. Carter Beck 2 for 3 on the night. Pickoff move. Jalen Freeman is back. Rain delay. First base umpire Mike Richards calls for the rain delay, and the grounds crew sprints for the tarp. Going to get the infield covered up here. And we're going to play the longest ad we have. We'll play a 2.5-minute ad, and then we're going to go to a rain delay here on Coast Hotels, Weyburn Beaver Baseball, live on FloCollege. And that's popped up. Alex Alva back and in and makes the catch. Wynn playing with that one a bit. One out on the pop up to the second baseman for the first out. And Balin Sorensen is the plate. Fouls off the first pitch from Jamin Smith for strike one. 0-1 the count. Oh, and a pickoff move, and Menard was leaning a little. And he's back safely. Sorensen 1 for 3, an RBI double and a run scored in the first. Reached on an error in the fourth. Raining a little harder, I can hear it. So I don't think we're going to last a whole pile longer. Swing and a miss. Slider. Nothing in two. Strike three called. Great slider there by Jamin Smith. Froze Balin Sorensen. Second strikeout for Jamin Smith. And two outs for Nathan Houston.
See you later.
Fastball just low. Ball one. Houston 1 for 3 with a run scored. Couple of strikeouts tonight. And a hit by pitch. First hit batter by Beaver pitching tonight. The third hit batter in the ball game. Wet baseball getting away from Jamin Smith. And the rain has our crowd scrambling for cover once again. 2 on, 2 outs for Ethan Murdoch. Slider is high and tight for ball one. Ethan Murdoch 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Ball two. Zone seemed to have shifted a little bit. That's hit in the air foul and out of play. Behind the Saskatoon dugout. Two ball, one strike count to Ethan Murdoch. Throws down. Alex Alva thought he had him. Ethan Menard just back. A good throw by Rob Gurney. Trying to throw it in behind Ethan Menard. He just gets back. And a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Ethan Murdoch. Slider fouled back. That'll hold the count at 2-2. I don't think we're going to last much longer without another delay. And that's lifted in the air to shallow center field. In comes Noah Brooks. Slides and makes the catch. And falls back down again. Good play. Under tough conditions for Noah Brooks. And the Berries score no runs on no hits. There were no Weyburn errors, and 2 runners were left on base, one of them in scoring position. And we're heading to another rain delay. So let's play a minute and 50 of ads, and then we will head to a rain delay here on Coast Hotel's Weyburn Beaver Baseball Live on FloCollege.
Even though we're in a rain delay, Matthew, I hear it's a chance for people to get their tickets for the Anaheim 50-50 from you.
All right, for those of you still with us, the game has been suspended. So we'll be completing this one prior to the game tomorrow, and we will get underway at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So that'll do it for us tonight. We'll be back with you tomorrow on behalf of my producer, Lisa Preddy, everyone back at FloCollege Central. I'm John Preddy, and we will see you tomorrow night. Just leave it all going. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop this.
Sure, yeah, it doesn't need to stream.